Donald Trump easily winning the GOP caucuses in Nevada, earning all 26 of the state's delegates and getting one step closer to officially becoming the Republican presidential nominee.
We are now a laughingstock all over the world. We're not respected even a little bit. You need leadership, and this country does not have leadership. It has no idea what's happening. It's lost its way. It's a failing nation, and we're not going to have a failing nation much longer.
Trump's victory coming just after the Supreme Court heard arguments to remove him from the ballot in Colorado. Justices appearing to be leaning in favor of the former president, which could keep him on the ballot in all states, pushing to remove him, not just Colorado. Jack Brewer is the CEO of the Brewer Group. He joins us now. And Jack, little legal insight here. You typically don't want to glean too much from the questions coming from the bench because, again, those are just questions. But, boy, all 9 seem to ask in some way, shape or form a biting question of the Colorado justice. Combine that with the victory in Nevada, and I'd say combine that with a report that said your number one opponent right now is, quote, an elderly man with a poor memory, and I'd say yesterday was a banner day for one Donald J. Trump. Your thoughts, Jack?
No doubt. It's very vindicating, and I think the timing couldn't be more perfect because right now as we watch, as we're on the brink of World War III, as we understand that we're being manipulated when it talks about the financial state of the United States of America, and I'm talking about the poor families and the people that Donald Trump is really speaking into. And you see there's just a huge surge in minority support for President Trump. People aren't listening to these news outlets that want to twist reality. They're realizing that their lives and their pocketbooks and the way that their kids are being taught at school really matters. And I think Donald Trump is speaking for such a diverse group of Americans right now that is actually motivating.
Yeah, and one of the damning things about this report that Robert Hur released yesterday is that it's easy for people to talk about. It's easy headlines that people can, say those words, elderly old man, and it becomes something that becomes a part of everyday conversation, as opposed to some of the Hunter Biden stuff that's a little bit more complex. So what are you hearing about this, and how do you think that this is going to play going forward now that we're becoming deep into this presidential election cycle?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they used it to try to remove President Biden off of the ticket. I mean, if you start to read this, you know that this is not a man that has the comprehension and the capabilities mentally to lead a nation. I mean, it was pretty scathing. I mean, it really sent chills down your spine to read that literally a government agency would comment on the president of the United States like they did, and then you start looking deeper into what's happening from an oversight perspective, and you see the report that came out that said that the government was informing banks and forcing banks to look up Americans who were buying Bibles, Americans who were shopping at Cabela's and outdoor stores. I mean, we are in some trying times right now. It really starts to make you open up your Bibles again and to think about really what's going on around our nation if our government is really targeting truly the people that are serving one another and trying to live wholesome and God-fearing lives. This is a bad situation, and we must do something together as one America. Forget about political party. I'm talking about black, white, green, purple. Come together right now for God. Come together for country and to support one another. These people are targeting us.
One way we come together, Super Bowl Sunday, is 2 days away. What is your prediction, my friend Jack Brewer?
Brother, I played for Andy Reid, so it's hard for me to root against him, but I want to see Brock Purdy continue this just amazing, unheard of role that he's on right now, being, Mr. Irrelevant 2 years ago to being a potential Super Bowl championship quarterback. I hope he wins it and takes it all the way. It would be a great story for the nation and a great story for the National Football League.
Jack Brewer, you heard it here first, going with Purdy, despite the fact that he played for the big guy.
But Andy Reid seems like a nice guy, right?
He seems like a lovely young man.
Yeah, he seems. There's so many people to root for. I don't know what to do. I'm rooting for everybody.
She's rooting for everybody. We're rooting for you, Jack Brewer, and I wish we were rooting for the team of the helmet over your shoulder. That's the Giants. Speaking of the big game, this year's Super Bowl party could cost you a little